Joining us to break it down, everything you need to know about the $2.2 trillion stimulus package, including when you will see your money, is Markowski Investments president and host of Watchdog on Wall Street, Chris Markowski. And also with us today, managing partner of the New York-based accounting firm, Bailog & Associate, CPAs, is Mark Bailog. And gentlemen, thank you for joining us. Mark, I'm going to ignore that you're wearing orange and are holed up somewhere and not make a comment on that, but ask you, as you look at this plan, when can people get money? When do you expect them to actually get it, either in their accounts directly or through a check?
Okay, great question. Individual taxpayers will start receiving their money in the next 2.5 to 3 weeks, provided that within last tax year 2018 or tax year 2019, they filed their income tax returns and either paid directly debited their account or made a payment, number one. And number two, if they did not file electronically, the Treasury Department's going to set up a website and a portal that's going to be linked to the IRS, and individual taxpayers are allowed to go on and put their information in. And that will take a little longer. That'll take about another 2 to 3 weeks, early May, end of April.
Okay. Chris, by the way, as I note that the number of deaths in the U.S. has reportedly gone over 10,000 now. We're continuing to follow those developments. Not that that's a shock, but it is some sort of benchmark, I guess. Not a good one. Chris, what about small business people? Because they want to keep going, and some of these are sole proprietors.
Oh, absolutely. One of the things, I've been on the phone with various different banks over the course of the day to see where they stand right now when it comes to the PPE loans, which are going to be helpful in regards to keeping payroll. All weekend long, many of the banks have been training their employees to handle these loans because it's just a massive amount of people that are going to be applying for these things. Hopefully, we're looking at the next 48 hours, maybe a little bit longer. They're going to be up to snuff and they're going to be able to take more applications than they've been so far. It's key for small business owners out there. You want to go to your existing bank and existing lender, do the know your client rules that have been put in place. So go there first, apply there, fill out whatever they have at their website, take care of that first.
Mark, what else have you learned as you've looked through this package?
The banks are the conduit to get the money flowing and disseminated. And I had been speaking to about 5 or 6 banks since last weekend and last week and early this morning. And it's been a Herculean task to get this going, the infrastructure, getting the people in there. And I was on the website from one of my clients on TD and other banks, and they're still not functioning properly.
Right. Chris, what do you know about individual sole proprietors? I think that's in this gig economy, those are the folks I worry about a lot.
I think the gig economy, the sole proprietors, the people who are independent contractors by themselves, I think April 11th is the date where they're going to start being able to try to get their hand in this initial flux of money that the government has put out. I quite frankly, I don't think it's going to be enough when all is said and done. I think that they're going to probably have to go back to Congress again. But April 11th was that day. That was the original day.
Yeah. The market, by the way, up higher today, as I'm sure both you gentlemen are aware of, over 1,200 points, some positive signs as far as this fight against the virus. Mark, how would you see this unfolding for us to get back to work?
Look, the intent of the PPP program or the SBA loan is it's to put Americans back to work as soon as possible. And the small business owners could get anywhere from 0 to up to $10 million.
Okay, Mark, just very quickly, when do you see that happening, we actually get back to work?
In my professional opinion, probably mid-May.
Chris, when do you think we might?
We got to get back a little bit sooner than that. I'm hoping in the beginning of May, we're going to start being able to open up. Need to do it, or again, there's going to be tumbleweeds going up and down the streets.
Let's hope not. Thank you, gentlemen, Chris and Mark, for helping us out. We'll be back with another hour after this.